And I said to the guy that I went up there with, I said, who's that? And he looked at me and said, you're shitting me, right? And I said, no, dude. I said, who the fuck is that? He goes, that's Hulk Hogan. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck does that mean? Waiting for Jimmy and, but he goes, what are you talking about? Jimmy's been here for over an hour. And I'm like, what? He goes, and you're fined. So he was in the other trailer. So I leave mine, I go over there. And he's like, hey, man, what's going on? I said, you fucking kidding me? What's going on? Dude, I just got fined, number one. And then, I go through the whole... Coming to the ring drunk all the time. And I was pulling double duty because no one wanted to work with them. So I'm in there. If it's a 20-minute match, I'm in there, man. And then tag him in. All the boys are sitting around, and Ray says, geez, if my partner would go to the office and let Pat suck his dick, we could get out of here early. He could put us on top, And that was the big joke.
All right.
So I said, well, I guess we're going to be last every fucking night then. Because he came in complaining one night, and I said, you need to shut the fuck up. Because I'm taking a big cut, man. I'm making this, now I'm making this. It was actually Barry Horowitz who came to me and said, dude, I'm not working with you guys anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, your partner, he just stinks of alcohol. He says, I'm putting my life in his hands. So I said, all right, fuck, dude. I'm like, I'll work the whole match, okay? We'll give him the comeback and call it a day. Met the dude, you got the same thoughts. I'm not going to come here and sugarcoat stuff because I'm worried about running into Joe Blow down the road. I said what I said, and it is what it is. Is Satan incognito, man. I mean, he's the devil himself. You think you're going to preach to these guys that are fucking and drugging and whatever else they're doing? You think you're going to change them because you're going to preach a few words of God to them? It's not going to happen, man. So, you know what? That's your excuse or that's your comeback. That's great. You're a great wrestler. At the end of the day, you still gave in to the devil. And it was all about the almighty dollar. Because if not, you'd have went back and did it for free. Go preach to them for free. Ray's dead in the water. I'm dead in the water. Why don't you put us together and call us Power and Glory? So Marty comes walking by me and I see him drop something. Or Sean. And Sean dropped something. And, I did the same thing the guy did. I kind of reached down to help him out. Well, unbeknown to me, Marty was dropping a turd behind this guy that he just took in the bathroom.
Right.
And the guy sat back, his back on it. So he sat there for a bit and, he's like, what's that smell? And he stands up and he's like, nobody shits on me. And he went back to clean it and he saw Ray in the back and he basically told Ray that, he's going to, kick his ass, shoot him, whatever. And I said, Sean, come over here, man. I said, please tell my son that I let you beat me. And he goes, no. And I said, what? He goes, no, I'm not telling your son that. I said, listen, my kid's all upset. You tell my son. And now my son couldn't hear this because
right.
I put him down and stood face to face with him. I said, you tell my son that I let you beat me because we're working again tomorrow. I'll make you fucking pay. You have a choice. He would hit somebody with his, whatever that thing is called. Wasn't real. I mean, throw some punches, make it look like you're knocking someone's dick off. Just soft. Everything was soft, Maybe he knew some mechanics. Okay, great, I get it. And I had a match with him in the garden, and he was in the back, and he said to me, what do you want to do? So I said, I don't know, dude, what do you want to do? I mean, you're the veteran for the most part, And he said, well, can you take an arm drag off the top rope? And I said, well, what do you mean? You're going to come over to me and arm drag me? Yes. He goes, no. He goes, what I want you to do is, people know you're going to drop kick and do shit like that and cross body. He goes, jump like you're going to give me a cross body, and I'll jump up and I'll arm drag you. And I'm like, okay. I've never done it, but I'll give it a shot. In the garden, right? Nice place to fuck up. So then I said, okay. He goes, so what do you want to do? So I said something, whatever. And he goes, okay. So I do this for him, and it comes off without a hitch. And then all of a sudden, he's driving me back to his corner to make the tag. I'm like, well, dude, where's my spot? So, you're not doing it. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. That's not how it works with me. So I snap suplexed him. And I heard, when I tell you I heard his spine go, oh, I straightened him out, you know. And a buddy of mine was at the match. And he goes, yo, you fucked him up on that snap suplex. I said, fuck him. I give him a spot, and he's supposed to give me one, and he's going to tag out. Now, fuck you, man. That's not how it works. You need to show respect. All of a sudden, he hits me, punches me in the face. So I stood there, and I went, this motherfucker just punched me in the face.
Other boys around or no?
Oh, yeah, we're in the locker room.
All right.
You know? So all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I don't want to fight you. Because in my mind, I'm going to get fired like this. He's on top. I'm a fucking shit. I'm going to get fired. So boom, boom, he hits me with 2 more punches in the face. And I'm like, listen, I told you I don't want to fight. Now, if I punch you in your face 3 times and you stand there and tell me that, I'm going to shake your hand, tell you I'm sorry, and get the fuck away from you. Because obviously I can't hurt you, you know? But he's so fucked up on drugs, he ain't thinking that way. He's not using his brain. My boys came in one night, and Lanza told me to tell them to leave. And I said, yeah? You tell them to leave. He goes, they're your friends. I said, that's right. And they built the Rosemont. They own this place. I ain't telling them shit. You go tell them. No, that's okay. They can stay. Fucking right, they can stay. And they walked me out to the ring. Who the fuck's going to tell them no? People waited for me to come in and piss in the bottles for them. You know, hey, Roma, thank God you're here. You know, we got a piss test. You know, hope you got a piss. I'm like, yeah. So I just give everybody a little bit, just enough. Everybody hand in their piss and they pass. I think everything was okay until I started showing up at places where he was.
You took his girls?
Let's just say I took some of his shine away. You know, he had the woo. I didn't need to woo. You know what I mean? They wooed for me. You know, if you didn't take it in your ass, you know, yeah, you married the boss's daughter. I get that. Something's not right there. That, I think we could all agree with, okay? But at the end of the day, you're not a great fucking worker, okay? You're not the Ultimate Warrior jumping up on the ropes. You're not Hulk fucking Hogan, okay? You'll never be as big as any of them or Savage, okay? You could write yourself into every WrestleMania every year, every 6 months, you're in another thing. But at the end of the fucking day, you are who you are. Make sure he stays in a good position. Because right before that, I think, wasn't he fucking China? Okay, so you figure this one out. Okay? You figure it out because I can't figure it out. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Good for him. Have a happy fucking life. But at the end of the day, if you're talking down about me, that must mean I'm still a thorn in your ass. So go fuck yourself. You kill your wife. I get it. You're pissed at her. She cheated on you. Whatever the case may be. I get it. But a little kid, there's nothing that little boy could have done or a little girl could have done to make you want to murder them. No, I didn't give a fuck. I was protecting me. I was protecting who I was. That is probably the highest I've ever jumped off the top rope and dropped an elbow. I mean, I could have had a sandwich on the way down. Because as I was coming down, I was like, God damn, you're fucking up here, dude.